Mrs. Aïcha Bah Diallo, you are chair of the Forum of African Women Educationalists,
Yes.
FAWE, and of the Network for Education for All in Africa.
Yeah, Rector.
So, according to this, Mrs. Aïcha, what's the nature of cooperation with women's and educational NGOs with other continents?
We work a lot with other NGOs dealing with women because when you partner with other NGOs dealing with the same subject, you can learn a lot and you can give a lot. Let me just give you an example. When FAWE decided to work with the Asian countries, and they said, the Asian countries said, what are we going to learn from Africa? I was at that time heading the education sector. And in UNESCO, I said, well, it's just a cooperation, South-South cooperation. And Japan said, oh, we want to hold that meeting because the Director General at that time was from Japan. So she invited NGOs from developing countries in Asia. And I went there with one of our executives in FAWE from Kenya. And we went to Asia and we told them about FAWE, which is a Pan-African NGOs promoting women and girls' education. They said, oh, maybe this is what we need. I said, you see, you can learn from us and we can learn from you. So it's really building partnership, South-South partnership.
Okay, so it seems very, very interesting.
Yeah.
But the beginning was also from Africa. So in 1989, you were appointed Minister of Education of Guinea.
Yes.
And you served in that post for 7 years.
Yes.
So we would like to know how was this potential experience in education? How did it influence on your activities with NGOs later on?
That's great because I had a wonderful time. In fact, I found out when I was appointed minister that the statistics were not disaggregated into women and girls and boys, women and men. I said, how can I work? How can you do any planification if you don't have data which will allow you to have a policy? I said, I need that to be done. First of all, go and do it. And the person who was responsible for said, oh, madam, it's going to take time. I said, I'm giving you a week because you have the raw material. Go back to your raw material and come back with boys and girls, women and men. And he did it, and I was able then to work. And then I said to myself, oh, there were many. If you compare girls and women having access to education, the female were not there. I said, I need to know why. So the reasons why girls aren't coming, the barriers to learning for girls. And I invited the university people to come and do the research. I wanted to reconcile the higher education people and the basic education people to show to the academia that they have a role to play for other subsectors of the education. I had a wonderful time. I had a very good partnership with the syndicat, the unions, because I invited them to a meeting and I said, I belong to you. I'm a teacher. Therefore, if I succeed, it is you who is going to be successful. You are going to be successful if I succeed. If I fail, it will be you that will be failing. And they did help me a lot. So partnering with private sector, the private, the NGO, it's civil society.
It's really a big influence. So not only you served in your country, but you served for many important directions in UNESCO as well.
Absolutely.
So how do you see the perspectives of NGOs in both in Africa and in the whole world?
NGOs, it's a must today. If government do not partner, do not build cooperation and work with NGOs, there is no way they will succeed. NGOs today are genuine partners in all walks of life, be it education, be it, communication, I mean, all development world, you need NGOs. They are the ones who can reach the very difficult to reach, as I said. And they are the ones who give voices, a voice to the voiceless people, to grassroots people. They bring forefront the challenges of the grassroots people. So it's a must. It's a must.
Aïcha Bah Diallo, we wish you all the success in your works with UNESCO. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.